right, welcome to another episode of Sports Therapy with F.H. Jr. I am your one and only host. Now, let me go over the rules for the rule breakers on Sports Therapy with F.H. Jr. This is a show where callers will have 2 minutes to call in and rant, kick some knowledge about all things NFL. And as you can see, as usual, I'm always rocking the cool beard augmented by, well, normally I got the official hat on that lets the world know that I am neutral as Switzerland. But tonight, I am rocking a cross between the Washington Commanders and a little Washington Redskins there. Just trying to keep it live. But on Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr., man, we don't talk politics. I don't give a fat rat's butt what the Republicans are doing, nor do I care what the Democrats are doing. Now, we don't talk race relations, man. All are welcome to attend. We welcome all. Everybody's welcome. You're a friend of football, you're a friend of ours. And we don't talk sexual orientation. No, we don't. No. Now, on Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr., man, we give advice. But we don't give sound advice. We don't. And the number to call if you want to be a live guest on the show, it's always 940-329-4110. That's 940-329-4110. You know, normally we've been having this, I wouldn't say a love-hate relationship with TikTok, man, because it's almost like, I don't know, man. I'm ready to kind of abandon that whole TikTok saga, man. I don't know, man. I just feel good going back to what I'm used to, which is streaming live on Facebook, Instagram, and all that good stuff, because there we know we are loved, and so are you. So now, we have went over the rules for the rule breakers, so let's talk football. Now, this is week 2 in the NFL preseason game, and you guys know how I feel about preseason, so I'm going to start keeping my I wouldn't say negative opinions about the. I wouldn't say negative opinions about the preseason to myself, but I'm gonna start keeping my own opinions to myself when it comes to the preseason. Now, but I will say this: preseason is good for those teams who need to get it together. It's good for what I call taking a look and evaluating talent, because we got a lot of young folks trying to make a team, man. That's fine, because that's been their dream ever since probably Pop Warner. You know, is the one they play in the NFL and then make it big so that they can support themselves and their family. So I'm all for that. But I personally would like to see something else done as far as with the preseason game. To me, I would just let the teams probably do a scrimmage game with each other, and probably add one more additional game and just kind of go at it. That's just me, but you know, I personally think it's time for the NFL to probably. I think it's time for the NFL to add some more teams, because there's too many talented guys out there every year that just don't make football teams, but they are good enough to play. And you only have 32 teams and 53 roster spots, including maybe some of those that they carry on the practice team. But you only have so many. But there's a lot of talent, man. And I just think it's time for maybe the NFL to maybe look at changing that model, maybe going from adding one additional team, or maybe 2 additional teams to each conference. I mean, I would like to see that, because there's a lot of talent that just to me. Not just going to waste, man. I just think it's time, because we're doing so many other things, so it's time for a change. I just think we need to add a couple more teams here, and that's just my 2 cents. You can take it or leave it, but that's just how I feel about that, man. But like I said, man, it's coming to an end. We're wrapping things up. And I think we got one more game after today's game. We got one game I know that's going on now. That's the Bears, and who are the Bears playing? Anyway, the Bears are playing, and that's gonna be a good game as far as. Now, I admit that I only hang around for maybe the first quarter, but today I kind of watched at least halftime, because some teams are starting to play a few more starters. They make it a little bit more exciting. So It's all good, man. It's all good, man. It's the preseason, man. Sports therapy with F.A. Junior.
Who did?
Ah, it's Jay. Jay, you're the person that I just couldn't wait to talk to because I had a chance to watch the Who Dat Nation, aka the New Orleans Saints. Now, if you from New Orleans, you would say New Orleans. If you're not from New Orleans, you would say New Orleans. But if you old school, you would say New Orleans. It all depends on what part of the dirty South you from. How dirty are you? Just a little knowledge there, Jay. But you guys had a I would call it. You know what, Jay? Before we get into this, let me say this. This was a good preseason game to watch because something was on the line. You had two guys trying to play for the starting position. We had the rookie Shuck, all Shucks now, and we had Rattler. So we had them playing it out. The rookie played the first half, and Rattler played the second half. So, what's your opinion on that?
I like the I sound like a West Side. I think Rella is ready to go. Um, you know, he brought us back from three. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Now,
I like it. I mean,
now he did
go
seem
ahead.
like he had a little bit more control of the offense. And you can tell the difference between a guy who's played a year with a year of experience compared to somebody who's just a rookie right out of college. I mean, you can just see the command that Rattler had over the offense. Now, although Shucks was looking, he moved the offense, had a key couple plays down the field. They got into a little trouble as far as some made a couple rookie mistakes there, but it was all good.
Yeah, but I just think that Rella is our guy. So
So that means you gonna go out and buy a Rattler jersey.
yes, I am.
Well, I told you, Jay. I cheer for you guys when I'm not cheering for my Commander Redskin football team. I cheer for you guys, but I am not gonna put on any Who Dat gear. No, 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 no. Can't do that. Can't cross the picket line. No, will not cross the picket line. I will not put on any Who Dat gear, but I like watching y'all, man, because as a kid, I grew up. I was telling people where I grew up at. And let me say this for all the listening audience out there. Once again, if you are driving by and you want to know what the heck am I listening to, yeah, this is Sports Therapy with F.A. Junior. Well, the callers will have up to 2 minutes to call in. You can rip, rant, kick some knowledge about all things NFL. And the number to call is 940-329-4110. That is 940-329-4110. Now, you can call in. You can rip, rant, kick some knowledge. You can complain about your seat. You can complain about your view. You can complain about the rap. You can complain about the food. You can complain about me. It's all good. But you only get 2 minutes. But far be it for me to stop you, Jay. If you ever get into a good rant, I would not. I would not pull emergency brake because there's nothing like a good rant. So Jay, are you going on a
Speaking of
rant?
rant, I want to rant about these. I want to rant about um this virtual thing we got going on instead of the chains. Who came up with that decision? Because now we got to sit around and wait
On what?
for the to see if we have a first down or not.
So now supposedly that was supposed to be designed to make the game a lot faster. I think they're trying to piggyback off of what the National Baseball League is doing as far as with a pitch count and all that crap. But it looks kind of goofy because we're used to the chain gang coming out. The umpire getting up there and measuring and whatever. It's almost like something is missing, Jay, because you end up
Yeah,
some guy holding the ball and everybody sitting around looking and looking, and
looking
it's
at the screen.
yeah, it's like I don't know, man. I think they might have missed the boat on that one. Yeah, Jay, I'm not a big fan of the new video first down marker, whatever the hell they call it. Nah, nah. Did they call you and ask you your vote?
No.
Neither did they ask me for mine. Cause that was one idea that probably should have never got off the cutting board, man. Somebody should have vetoed that. All because unlike baseball, the NFL football is a moving sport where almost every second of the game somebody's doing something. You have some interaction. It's almost like we get action and now all of a sudden the action stops, come to a dead halt, and then we gotta sit around and just what? I don't know about that, Jay.
Right.
That was a bad idea, man. Bad idea. Bad idea. Bad call, coach. Bad play, coach. Bad play. Bad play. Bad play. So, I think the first thing tomorrow, Jay, you guys are going to name starting quarterback. It's going to either be Spencer Rattler or I think the young man name is Tyler Shucks. Oh, Shucks. So it's gonna be one of those two. And judging from hearing you, I think you more leaning towards Rattler.
I am. I like what I see.
Yeah.
He ready to go. He got experience.
Now I will tell you from watching the game, because I was I'm neutral, unlike you. I'm neutral. I'm trying to see based on the two guys play because all things was pretty much equal in a sense. And it should be that when you're trying to figure out who's going to be the director of your football team, your quarterback, you need to figure out, what's what. Because I think when it came to making that final decision, I think it's going to involve the coach, the GM, offensive coordinator, because all those three minds got to get together and decide, hey, is this the guy that's going to lead the team? Like I say, in the first half, Shuck, he was actually looking. He looked like he kind of knew what he was doing as far as football, but you can kind of. He made some key passes, had some good drives. He didn't look like he was like a deer staring in the headlights, but it's just that you play a whole half of a football game. You got to score more than 3 points. And somewhere it looked to me like he was playing not to make that key mistake. You know what I mean? It's almost like he was playing for the coaches instead of just, feeling free and just, letting it go. So when Rattler came in at the second half, he had more control of the offense, led the team down on one drive, then he threw an interception, which didn't help. But I like the fact that he came back. And when the game was on the line, and this is what makes you determine whether this guy is our guy, because he led a drive with about, I believe 2 minutes or so left on the clock, and he led the team down, scored a touchdown. In fact, ran it in and scored the go-ahead two-point conversion. So when you get that kind of play out of a young man, especially from the quarterback position, Jay, that pretty much kind of let the coaches know, now, I'm not in y'all family. I'm not part of the Who Dat Nation. But as far as what I'm looking at to the naked eye, I think Rattler proved that he's probably going to get the nod to be the starting quarterback. What you say?
That's what we need.
Like I told you, Jay, I love your team. Jay. But I cannot wear y'all gear, but I'm for y'all. So let me get one big fat who dat for the road.
Who that said they're gonna beat this Saints?
All right, Jay, go out and buy that rat little jersey. Thank you for calling.
All right,
bye.
All right.
What's the with F.A. Jr.?
What's going on, brother?
It's my
What's happening with you, my brother?
It's my homeboy Glenn.
Man.
Talk to me about football, bro. We wind this thing down.
I'm ready for the season again. I can't wait. What we got about 2 more weeks?
We got 2 more weeks, brother. 2 more weeks. Because,
In 2 more weeks, I'm counting it down.
everybody going to play this Thursday night to get the season over. You know that, right?
Right.
Everybody's gonna play this Thursday night. Yeah, no real, no. This is supposed to be just the opportunity to look at some of the rookies and some of the youngsters who trying to make the team. So nobody, as far as no team is gonna play anybody. This is pretty much the dress rehearsal game. Was gonna be this weekend, so it's all good. Now, let's talk Steeler football, baby.
Yes, sir. I'm ready. I'm ready to see what our offense can do. I think our defense okay. I know he rested a lot of players, but I just hope injuries. We don't get the injury bug like we've been getting the last few years.
Oh,
I
no.
think we should be okay.
So now I know you
I
guys.
think we should be.
I know you guys rolling with who is your quarterback, but who's gonna be the backup, man?
Probably Mason Rudolph, man.
Because he's in a battle with God. I'm trying to think of the young man.
Skylar Thompson.
Yes,
Skylar Thompson.
yes.
And that kid playing good, man.
He is.
He's playing real good.
You know
Yes,
what?
he's playing real good football, man.
I think somebody's gonna pick him up if you guys don't keep him. I think you guys gonna pick him up. I do know as far as I just want to see y'all get back to playing Steeler football, brother. Just play some Steeler football, man.
Yeah, man, you know how they do it, man. I don't understand what Mike Tomlin is. And I can't just put all the finger. He the head coach, but the general manager, I don't understand. You got guys like you need a number 2 receiver. Why y'all didn't go out and get that boy from Houston, Texas? See, that's why a team like Philadelphia gonna be right back in there, man.
Hey,
because they pick up speed, man.
Man, let me tell you what. I don't know how they do it, man, because they picked up a good receiver today, man. I'm watching the game.
That's what I tell you, Mickey from the boy from Houston, come from Alabama.
Yeah.
Man, but the reason they do it like that because the general manager not scared to go out there and pull triggers.
I'm like, dude, where are you getting the money from, man? Do we need to send the somebody down there and see how they printing their own money? Because
no, he just dude know how to get them, man.
Man, he does, man.
And yes, and it's paying off on him.
Yes.
Yes.
Because think about it, man.
And they know how to go, man. You just think, man, dude ain't no slouch.
No.
That boy from Houston, Texas, Meach is not a slouch.
No. That's why
he was good when he was in college.
Yeah, that's why I was like shocked that the Eagles were able to get him.
Pittsburgh was looking at him, and they didn't. That's why I say I don't understand teams like them, man. Y'all always holler about y'all rumor to get this player and get this player, but y'all don't ever go out there and get them, man.
I don't know, man.
And Philadelphia team like Philadelphia not scared to go out there and get them
at all.
And they go get some more because they ain't scared.
With Philly, it's like, hey, we'll try it if it works. If it don't work, oh well. It's almost like they're not afraid of the feedback of what they may get from the fans or whoever, man. They just like, okay, we feel it.
Right.
We feel it.
They got a big time general manager, man. The general manager, he the best. He know how to go out there and get them. Like him, Philadelphia, Kansas City. That's why their organization gonna always be in there.
Oh yeah.
Because they're not scared to go out there, pull the trigger, take chances.
And look at that dumb.
And
go ahead.
Go ahead, man.
And look at that dumb stuff the Giants pulled by letting Saquon Barkley get away. First of all, you're gonna tell him, hey, Saquon,
that's what I'm talking about.
You can have your name up there in the ring of honor one day, but all you gotta do is take a cut and pay. Hell no. He's like, man, please. What?
That's what I'm talking about. I ain't worried about the Cleveland Browns. You got the best quarterback on. You got 6 quarterbacks counting Deshaun Watson.
I know.
And y'all sitting up there. And y'all sitting up there. Y'all already know. Man, they need to find they need to sell that team. If they ain't no win that starting quarterback, y'all need to sell that team, man.
Man.
I'm just being honest with you. And, I know we don't supposed to talk about religion, certain things on there, but I'm not going to bring that up. But they need to sell that damn team if that man don't win that quarterback job. So, man, it's like night and day, man. It don't take a rocket scientist figure out who the best quarterback on that team.
I know. And
You know,
even
but you got done when you got.
you got what now?
Now, but what I was gonna say, but what I was gonna say is, I know them guys rich, got plenty of money to do, but that still don't make them real smart.
Not at all.
And they got all this power, but they ain't got nobody to tell them, no, man, I wouldn't, and it's that's why teams like Cleveland, Cincinnati, a team like them will never be nothing. They always just gonna be good enough. If they win 9 games, they doing good.
And see, that's not good in the NFL. People don't understand that. In the NFL, man, you gotta at least you gotta be either real good or real bad. Being mediocre, that works against you, because if you're real good, you don't have to worry about getting a good draft pick the next year because you have a good team. If you're real bad, you're gonna get a high draft pick. But if you're in the middle, you just stay in the middle, bruh.
Yeah, because look at Pittsburgh, they can't get nobody because look at their draft pick. Mm-hmm. They're always in the middle of the pack.
Always in the middle.
And then when you do have a chance to go out there and get one, hell, you pass them up like y'all don't know how to read a good quarterback when you see one. You pass up Jalen Hurts. You pass up Jalen Hurts. You pass up Lamar Jackson.
Yep.
Every team in the NFL pass up Lamar Jackson. Listen to some damn executive on the holler about he can't throw the football.
They must have forgot to tell him he can throw the football.
Yeah. But it's ridiculous, man. It's sad. It's really sad, man. Man, it's right now football gonna be good. I tell you what, that's a team I got my eye on.
Who's that?
But if their quarterback stay healthy, the Rams, they could be pretty good.
Yeah, but the Rams got problems, bro. I'm glad you brought that up, man, because let me tell you why. And I got a strange feeling. If, and if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk as hell. but if Cleveland fool around and cut Sadir Sanders, I guarantee you, as they say in Louisiana, boy, I guarantee you, he will be the Rams will pick him up, because my man is having problems with his back, bro, and I got a feeling Father Time might be giving him a call, bro.
Yeah, so man, hey man, I'm gonna tell you something. Man, you look at Dylan Gabriel the other night, and you look at Dylan and Shadura Sanders. Man, it's not really a comparison.
Yeah. But
it's not really a comparison. So I don't know what they're looking at.
I think Shadura would have played. Probably would have played again the other night. But remember, he strained his oblique muscle. That's that muscle in your rib cage where you just can't throw. And I think now, my understanding that it was a mild injury, so he should be able to play the last game if they put him out there. Should be able to play the last game, but I think they're not stupid. They know that if they at the end of the day, man, owners want to make money. A lot of owners don't even care if they win the Super Bowl or not. Owners want to make money, and they know that huh?
No, I've been telling you that for the ever since before you started the podcast. Jerry Jones running the biggest scam, and now people just not starting to talk about it.
Yeah,
he's been doing that for years. He don't give a damn about no Super Bowl. As long as you got these millions and millions of fans buying these jerseys and going up there to where the Cowboys play and play in that stadium, hey, he ain't messed up about no Super Bowl. That man making billions of dollars a year.
And see,
you think he worried about a Super Bowl?
And see, and the thing about it, man, it's not even that part of it that they making their money off. They making their money off the advertisement, man. It's that big old advertisement contract. They could give a flip whether them if only half that stadium show up. Them jokers make their money off what the network, bro. That's what they make their cake at. But I'm saying with Cleveland, they know now that they got somebody that's going to make the networks want to televise their games, because
that's right.
And so now, yeah, you see what I'm saying? That's revenue, bro.
Don't you know how many people? Don't you know how many people? They said watch that game. They said it was the most watched thing on television the other night when Cleveland played and Shadur
Yeah,
Sanders. Yeah.
because I'm
Man, nobody want to watch Cleveland. What Cleveland have done in the last 40, whatever Cleveland did my whole lifetime watching football.
yeah, I'm willing to bet you that the owner probably said when when Sadur kind of got the little light injury, I guarantee they told him don't play him this. Nope, don't play him this game here, bro. We ain't trying to get him hurt.
Right.
I think they're gonna let Joe Flacco start maybe first 2 or 3 games, and then they're gonna bring Sadur in there, bro, because they know now this guy generates revenue. Now at the end of the day,
Yes.
that's all owners care about. You know, if I was the owner, that's what I care about first.
I want to ask you something, brother.
Yeah.
Do you think on opening day they got an opening day game in Cleveland? Them folks want to come in and watch Gabriel or Kenny Pickett opening game of I can see Flacco, again. Do you think they come there to see Kenny Pickett or Gabriel?
Now,
Man, them guys come there to see straight Shadur Sanders, man.
let me tell you where I think Kenny Pickett gonna end up by the start of the football season, the real games. I think he's gonna end up being the backup quarterback for the Cowboys.
Just on somebody bench.
I think he's gonna be backup quarterback for the Cowboys because I like Joe Milton. He a big gun arm, like he can run, but bruh, he can't hit the broad side of a barn, man, and he ain't got no touch, man.
Well, yeah, but hey, man, everybody high talking about when they got their for George Pickett trade. You just wait. They ain't seen nothing yet. He gonna explode in about game 4 or 5. He gonna explode, and I'm so glad. I telling guys where I work at. They all about, man, that's the way you feel about him. I said, yes. I'd rather not win a game this year. As long as he ain't on the team. Yes, I really feel that way about him. He cost us some games, man, with that attitude.
Well, man.
Man, you ought to be blessed. It's thousands, kids want that opportunity, same opportunity you got.
Right.
You want to come in the league acting like they've been in the league for 2 years, acting like you somebody. There's a lot of people can run and throw and catch that football, man. They might not be athletic, just as athletic as he is. A lot of good receivers in hell, they in 7-on-7 now waiting to take your place. So I'm glad he's gone. I hate to see us get rid of Mika Fitzpatrick, but hell long we got Jalen Ramsey that defense come up tight. I can deal with that.
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
Yes,
see, that's kind of how I used to feel about what's my boy that's used to be the quarterback for the Dirty Birds. My man.
Vic.
Huh? No. He's quarterback. The Vikings quarterback.
Our cousin.
Yeah, and see, that's how I felt about Cousin. He's a good dude, good dude, but man, it's so many years, man. I watched, I used to watch Cousin get a lot of what I call empty yards, brother, where he would take the ball, march the team from the 20 to the 20, man, get right down into the red zone and throw the most beautiful touchdown and just crush my hopes every time. I was like, man, people just don't know, man. And, yeah, he's gonna get some yards, but when it comes down to the big game and getting the team to the next level, man, he's just like Dak, man. For some strange reason, man, they just can't get it done. So when
one reason you can't get it done, man, you got Dak, you got Lamar Jackson, you got Josh Allen, you got Jalen Hurts, and at one time you had Aaron Rodgers before he got aged and everything.
Yeah.
So it's people don't realize how tough it is to get to that AFC championship game of that Super Bowl, man. There's not no walk in the park.
No.
People, man, you might not never get in there, man.
And
there's so much talented quarterback to talented team now.
And if you go one time, you ain't promised you coming back the next year.
Man, you take a guy. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. You take a guy like Patrick Mahomes, he already got 3 rings and been to the Super Bowl 4 or 5 times. There's a possibility he might not never go back.
May not never go back.
You know, you never know. Anything can happen.
Nope, you're right. You're right. There's a good chance he may never ever get a chance to go back to the Super Bowl.
Never go back. And we sitting there every year saying, yeah, he'll be back, but he might not never get a chance to go back.
You know, one of the best games that I got a chance to watch yesterday, man, was the 49ers against the Ravens. Not the Ravens, I'm sorry. The 49ers against the Ravens. Because they were two teams that needed to get something done. I tell people, I don't get, when it comes to preseason games, man, I don't get too high on the high. I don't get too low on the lows. I kind of know what to look for. But I know, for example, if you're a team and you got a rookie quarterback or old quarterback, you need to try to, they work on something because they know they got to get ready by first game. Or if you got, if you like the 49ers, everybody know they rebuilding, so they were trying to get it together. Then you had the Raiders, they trying to get something, they got to get their team together. So they were playing hard, man. They were playing hard. In fact, the 49ers ended up winning on a freaking field goal from about 59 yards to beat them. But they were playing hard. You can see that those guys were playing because they needed to kind of get their mind right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, man. It's the last 2 weeks. What's this? The last preseason game coming up?
Thursday.
Well, they finna get down to the nitty gritty down because there's finna be a lot of cutting going on.
Oh yeah, man. By Saturday, man, everybody gonna be down to the final 53. Yeah, except for whatever guys that they're gonna keep. So, man, let me ask you a couple questions here. Let me run this by you. First of all, what is your opinion on the new virtual, whatever the hell they call it? Where they're replacing the line judges, the chain game, with this virtual first down yardage or whatever the hell. I
seen that for the first time yesterday, man.
What do you think? What's your opinion?
What do I think about it?
Yeah.
Man, you know me, we old school, Frank.
Yep.
Man, they could have left that shit alone. Man, something I know changes. Sometimes it's good for changes, man.
Right.
But sometimes it's best to leave shit alone, man. No harm, no foul. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
That wasn't hurting a damn thing. By them guys running up there with just, chicken and marker. Man, it's just, I don't know, man. Like one dude said, man, I'm telling you, football is good. They changed the rules, but they're also hurting the football too. All these instant replays and, man, you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna make bad calls in games.
You don't know.
That's the way it is, man.
You don't know what the hell a catch is now. Hell, a catch used to be like first. It's like, well, did he see it all the way through the ground? I'm like, man, come on.
Yeah.
Only thing for me is a non-catch is if the ball hit the ground and you know how the ball will skip off the ground and guys scoop it, or the ball goes all the way through your hand and hit the ground, or you use the ground to help you catch the ball. But anything other than that, man, is a damn catch, man. Why we man? Yeah, well, I was like, man.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Let a catch be a catch, brother. My
That's what I'm talking about, man.
My whole thing about this new system that they got is it was supposed to be designed to be quicker. Only problem is that I think they don't realize from the people sitting at home point of view is that it's a bunch of crap because now all of a sudden the game comes to a stop and the players are just standing around. Everybody just standing around, and you got this one referee out there holding the ball. It's like, it looks stupid. Like, come on, man.
Yes, it looks stupid.
It looks stupid.
I'm gonna tell you something else. I'm gonna tell you something else fucked up too, man. Excuse my French. Man, when they change that kickoff shit, man.
Yep.
The way they do it, man, they want to throw out all the records on kickoff, so nobody never have a chance to. You see what I'm saying?
And then
you take away the chance for the break records, man.
And then you got to tell them when you gonna do an onside kick.
They don't go tell them when you get to outside a kick.
Cause you
Yeah, that's damn.
Because used to be you never know when you line up, all of a sudden, man, somebody gonna sneak one on you and they recover it. You taking all that. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah. Taking all that away from me, man.
So maybe
they're gonna have them some bitch wearing skirts. They're gonna have them wearing dresses for long. I mean, it's serious, man. They take away the tough. You really don't. To be honest with you, how you gonna teach a kid now how to tackle? Really hard to teach a kid how to tackle now.
Hell, they don't. Do you know? I was watching one of the shows, man. I was watching one of the shows, and they were talking about. I was watching Hard Knocks. Yeah, I was checking out some Hard Knocks, and they were talking about this year. Hard Knocks is the Buffalo Bills. So they brought in Thurman Thomas as a speaker. So he could come in and speak to the team. And so he was telling them, they were saying, hey, we just not going in pass today. And so he said, hell, this is week day number 12. He said, man, we've been in pass at least 5 or 6 days by now. He's like, boy. Then he had to catch himself because he's about to say, boy, y'all soft. But he's just like, hey, man, I know things are changing. He's like, whoo. So I don't know, brother. Now, some of the changes are good, but some, maybe you and I are just too old school, man.
Yes, but some of the things they should have just left alone, man. You know, like the offside kick return. You know, it's just, man, I don't know. Just taking a lot, and man, they stop the play every other field, instant replay, or that's taking the fun out the game to me, man.
I know.
It's hard to sit there and watch the whole game, man.
So, hey, I had this idea, man. And you can tell me it's a bad idea if you want to. Because, to me, I think it's time that the NFL add at least two more teams to each conference. All because there are a lot of talented guys, man. Because, with the way that it's set up, bro, you can only get so many people can be on the team. So many players can be on the team. Bro, there's a lot of talented guys, man, out there, man, that could play for somebody. But I just think they need to probably add maybe 2 more teams per conferences. And you don't have to play everybody or whatever. But I just think there's a lot of football talent out there that guys are just walking the street because you can only get so many people on your team. You know what I mean? So to me, I think we need to finally go to maybe add a couple more teams to this thing, man. I ain't saying play an additional game. I'm just saying I think it's time to add a couple more teams to each conference, man, to counter because there's a lot of talent out there, man. The guys are just not getting to play, man, and I think that's because,
But man, that same way in basketball, the same way,
Yep.
NBA, that way you can say the same thing about baseball.
Yeah, I agree.
You can say the same thing about all 3 of the sports if you wanted to do that. But me, man, I guess like I told you a while ago, going back to what I just said a while ago, I'm stuck in them old-fashioned ways, man.
I got you.
And and then when you go and get a new team, expansion team, things don't work out like it takes time for them to build up and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I'll be ready, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, man. Hey, man. Hey, you good? Yeah, the expansion team, it takes time for to build a team up and everything.
Well,
it takes a couple of years for them to get themselves together and everything.
Well, see, reason I say that is because you take a lot of these teams, man, and they have some good veterans, and the guys ain't old. The guys are not old, but they, you get some of these guys, man, 20, 28, maybe 30 years old, and now all of a sudden you got to take a pay cut just to be able to stay on the team. Because they knowing that there's some younger cats coming up, even though you got some guys that can still play at a high level, but so I'm thinking I'm not saying take all the old guys and put them on, but I'm saying it's just too much talent now. Because now remember, back in the days, you didn't have that much talent coming out of the colleges as far as like they like now, man. You got some guys just like you look at the draft. You got some guys don't even get drafted. Hell, this cat is damn good, but he don't even get drafted.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
That's true.
but I'm like, I'm just, I ain't the commissioner of the league, but I'm just saying, man, that's just something that I just think I was just looking at like, man, it's just a lot of talent that just don't even get to, you know, mm-mm, no
Yeah,
sir.
it's just the things have changed now, man.
I
It
know,
just,
man.
but like you said, they want to have it, but me myself, like I said, if they didn't, that wouldn't be no big thing. Cause hell, you think about it, ain't too many teams in the league. Ain't too many teams in the league won a Super Bowl.
Nope, nope, nope,
Ain't a lot of teams. There's
nope,
not a lot of teams that won a Super Bowl in the cities now.
nope.
You
And,
know, and some
and
have been in the league 40, 50 years.
and you got some of these good young quarterbacks that's coming up. They just ain't nowhere for them to be, you know. But hey, man, I gotta
Yeah.
let you go, homeboy. I got another caller trying to get in here, brother.
All right, my brother. Take care, man. Love you, baby.
All right, you too, man. Love you, bro. Appreciate you calling. How about them Cowboys? Sports therapy.
FH Jr. is the Ravens extraordinaire, Brandon Cooper. What's up, man?
Hey, brother, I need to ask you about one thing and one thing only.
All right.
Now, I texted you yesterday, and I said,
Yes, sir.
brother Cooper, are you at the game? And you said yes,
You
man.
already know I'm at the game.
And your response was yes, man.
Yes, sir. Anytime, man, that they come to town, which is rare, completely rare. I got it. I got to tune in, man. I was there last year during the regular season game, and I had to hit the preseason.
Let me ask you this question, man. While I adjust my mic and my earpiece and all this good stuff, let me ask you one question, man. And you had a ringside seat. Did the Cowboys look as helpless? And now I don't want people to think I'm hating because I'm a Redskin Commander fan and all that. But I didn't see anything when I was watching that game that made me think that the Cowboys were willing to fight. It's almost like the Ravens was like, it's almost like to me it looked like a senior team playing a middle school.
Man, dude, I'm gonna be honest, man. And here's the thing, because the Ravens, of course, we didn't play any of our starters either. Yeah, the Cowboys didn't look promising at all. Joe Milton didn't look like he had any flow of the offense.
No.
I don't understand the play calling. I don't know what they're trying to do. I think one of the biggest things is, man, I don't understand what they're going to do in the run game. And by them not really having Michael Parsons, they're going to be tough on defense, man. It's going to put a lot of pressure on those DBs to actually have to cover people. I also think another problem is it's just the Cowboys. They just don't really have that identity, man. And as we've all said with the team, you have to have that identity. Can Dak spread the ball around? Because we know you got two receivers who, if they don't get the ball, it's gonna be all hell.
Yeah.
Like that. Like, I don't think people know this, but bro, did y'all see Pickens when he didn't get the ball last
year? That's why they got rid of him.
But people say preseason doesn't matter. But real football fans actually are looking at the preseason because those guys out there are really competing because they don't have roster spots.
Right.
I saw some good things out of the Ravens. I will say, no matter who in the game, we're gonna run that ball.
Yes.
But I will also say just some things we need to tighten up on different ends. But other than that, man, it's always good just to see the Baltimore Ravens, man, playing, bro.
Because
can't lie to you, bro. Because
you all came out and I know those, and I know you didn't have any, there were no starters in the game, but you still came out and established that, hey, our second and third string team know that we are a power run team. We will run the ball. That's our identity. And what I saw was like no resistance whatsoever. So, and I'm like, okay, at what point do you say to yourself, if you're a Cowboy fan or a member of the Cowboys, that hey man, we can just turn it on anytime we want to. We can flip a switch because and like I say now, if you could see me now, bro, I'm decked out head to toe in redskin gear. And I'll be honest, if the Cowboys ain't good, hell, like how I feel. But I like the fact that I just like real football, and as a former someone who coached a little bit, I know when I see something that's not a good product that you should be worried about. I guess that's how I can see it without coming across as a true hater.
I mean, people just don't realize what are we actually looking at during the preseason, right? I don't think people really know what's going on during these preseason games and how crucial they are and can be. But according to us, like I said, I liked what I saw at the Ravens. I just like the fact that we ran the ball, aggressive play calling. Not really sure about Cooper Rush because my thing is, hell, we could have signed Joe Milton as the backup quarterback. I would have been cool with Marcus Mariota. Hell, I would have been cool with Tyler Huntley still being the backup quarterback. But one thing I don't like is it changes the dynamic of our team, especially our offense.
Yeah,
With
your backup
with
got
Cooper
to
Rush.
your backup got to mirror your starting quarterback for you to keep your system in
Hmm.
place, and that's what make our situation great because Mariota can come in. We don't have to change the offense because his style is pretty much the same as Jaden Daniels. He's a dual threat quarterback,
Agreed.
and for you right for if that's the case, you need to get somebody like that because I'll be honest, and I hope this doesn't happen. But for example, if Lamar ever goes down or whatever, then that changes y'all whole approach because what makes King Henry what he is the fact that teams have to kind of keep an eye on Lamar to run and keep the ball. Cooper's no threat to run the ball.
Exactly. Now, when we got him in, people don't understand when your quarterback isn't a running threat. I can send four, or
Yes,
I can do different blitz packages because your quarterback can't move. The
yes,
thing about Lamar is you really got to play it straight up because at times, if you want to get him moving out the pocket, that's what he wants you to do. When you have somebody back there like Cooper Rush, there's no zone read threat.
mm-mm.
I know he's not going to scramble that much, so the defensive linemen are going to take more chances as far as pass rush moves. I know automatically that he's limited throwing because it's not like he's even a better thrower than Lamar. I know
Yeah, he don't have a strong arm.
he's he's not going to have a strong arm, and I know if you're lining up to run power, I know you're going to run power.
Yeah.
I know exactly where the ball is going to be. There's going to be no plays off script that anybody has to worry about, if that makes sense.
Now he may keep it
So
on
it's tough.
every blue moon. You know, you think okay, King Henry's gonna get this ball, and you can get away with this maybe once, where Cooper Rush keeps it and run around the outside for a 2 yard touchdown. But it's rare. But as far as just moving the ball up and down the field, nah, nah, nah,
Exactly.
nah, nah, nah,
That's a
nah,
big no.
nah, no sir. So I would just man
But
because I'm at home watching the game, man, and I'm like, okay, and I to be honest, I watch the Cowboys to take notes for when we play them,
hmm
and I mean, I mean, it is what it is, but I didn't see, and I've said, and I've told some of my Cowboy friends, I said, man, if the Cowboys ever figure out who they are they a power run team? Are they a spread it around, throw it around team? This year, They still haven't figured it out. Okay, you go in, you get this other receiver from Pittsburgh, so that means you're gonna open it up. But then you got the new head coach, and now we're gonna be running the ball. But you're not featuring any of your running backs at all. It's like, and now Dak ain't no threat to run the ball no more. So you can have those receivers
not
all
after
you
that
want.
injury.
Yeah, you can have all those receivers you want.
And that's the thing about the Cowboys is who's your definite number one running back, and what are you gonna do?
And
like, how are you gonna control that line of scrimmage?
Yep.
That's gonna be tough.
Man, tough may not be the word. But yes. That's exactly.
Man, so I got a question. I got a question for you, man. What about y'all run game, man? What's going down, man? What's going down?
We got. You know how I am, man. I'm more old school as far as I'm coming around as far as how I approach it often. Now I will be the first to say I didn't like the fact that I personally think Jaden Daniels ran the ball too much. We got to get away from that, or he won't have a long career. Everybody's talking about, well, we need to get away. We need to cut Robinson. I say, nah. We need to let that brother get lathered up, But I think we got some good backs, man. We got Chris Rodriguez and Austin Eckler's still there. We, as long as we can keep him from getting concussed. So we got some guys, but I know a lot of team defensive coordinators, if they worth their salt, they spent the summer watching Jaden Daniels, and they should. Hell, that's what you should be doing. You should watch his central tendencies. What is this guy gonna do? So hopefully, Cliff have made some adjustments too. Now, but I think having Debo is gonna make a big difference too, because nobody wants to hit that dude, man. I don't care what anybody. You can say whatever you want. When you throw that little old 3-4 yard pass to Debo, nobody wants to come up and hit that dude, man, especially in the fourth quarter, man. I'm sorry. Nobody wants to hit him. I don't want to hit him.
Now, this is what I'm going to say, man. It's going to be interesting because without Scary Terry, man, your offense is not going to be the same.
Oh,
and y'all going to be depending on Zach Ertz too much again, man. He took way too many hits last year.
Hey, let me say this, brother. Now you hearing this from me. My boy gonna be here, man. I think now I'm not just going out on the limb like some of us in the Redskin Commander football team family already declaring Scary Terry is back. Like now he came out the the pup list, which means he can practice because he ain't really been hurt. That's just negotiation stuff. But I do know that there's some good conversation about maybe paying him about maybe $29-30 million a year, and then he's pretty much going like, okay, I'm cool with that. So but I think we're gonna try to make a play for Cincinnati's defensive end, Henderson, because they just now putting him up on the trading block, bro. We need a rush in, bro.
So let me get this straight. You're gonna trade for a rush in.
No, I
just want to know.
Now we got money.
So y'all just gonna lowball Scary Terry? Is that what's going down?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that they're both coming up with a compromise, and we know that number one, our offense ain't gonna work without him. But he knows that.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. 33. 33 is the number, bro.
Nah, they're not gonna give him that much, man. I want him to get that much. I definitely do. I definitely want him to get that much. Two things will happen.
So you gonna give him 30, and then you gonna give Trey Hendrickson nearly 38?
Probably.
Like, that's crazy work.
And I think
that's crazy work, bro. The disrespect, bro.
But I think it's coming down to this, and it's sad, and I don't like it. But it's the fact that he gave his good years, and that's why I tell people, man, the NFL is a business. You get it all you can get while you can get what you can get. The NFL is a business, and he's seeing the business side, and they don't value good players once you get 30 years old. You know.
But this man's production has been steady increasing every year, no matter who the quarterback is. You do know if you do not sign back Scary Terry, you will have a completely different roster, bro.
Oh, they're gonna sign him, but I'm saying, don't get me wrong. It was up to me. I would give him the same contract that Metcalf makes. But you know,
I agree. I agree.
I don't sign the check. I definitely think he deserves that. I think the guy outplayed his contract, and at some point you should pay it. But you know, the NFL, they don't pay you for what you did. It's sad, but they don't. They don't pay you for loyalty. They don't give a flip about that. It's for them. It's just a business, man. It's like, okay, you're 30 and you're gonna be 31, even though you and DK came in the league at the same time. But you know. But like I said, man, I think number one, he don't want to go anywhere. Number one, he really don't want to leave. But I think they'll settle around 30, 31. That's what I think they're gonna settle around, 30 or 31. Now, if he sits out, and we get our doors blew off, or we barely can throw that ball around. Oh, now all of a sudden, you know, but it'll get ugly. But he will definitely have because right now neither team have leverage on neither. Because he don't really have the leverage because he's under contract. They could franchise tag him after this year and still, you know, they would end up paying him a lot of money for a year or so worth of service, but he don't have a leverage. The Redskins don't have leverage either because they don't have a plan B. We don't have a quarterback that can stretch the field. I mean, not a quarterback. We don't have a receiver that can stretch the field. So it's almost like, so that's why I know somewhere along the line, we got it. We got to solve that, brother.
Nasty work, man.
We got
that's nasty work, man.
We got to solve it, dog. But hey, dude, I got to get out of here, man. It is almost that time, man. Appreciate you calling in, man. Get one word in for what you do, my man.
Yes, sir, man. Ravens extraordinary Brandon Cooper, man, checking out, man. Hey, first game of the season, Sunday Night Football, Ravens at Buffalo. Lamar's third, should be fourth MVP. First Super Bowl campaign starting, baby.
All right. Hey, man, appreciate you calling, man.
Yes, sir. No problem.
All right, it's time to wrap it and cap it. This has been Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr. We are winding this thing down. Sooner or later, it's going to be time for the real deal, which means I will be having the standard uniform, and I will be ready to call them like I see them. But until then, we will see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.